Guys, welcome back. It's been a while since my last review, so I might be a little bit rusty, but let's give it a shot. We're going to be looking at the 1999 American romantic comedy, unromantic, probably romantic. It is the movie Love Stinks, and it's directed by Jeff Franklin and stars French Stewart, Bridgette Wilson, Tyra Banks, and Bill Bellamy. And I think this is one of the best romantic comedies out there that I've come across. I mean, I don't actively go out and watch all of them out there like a lot of people do, because it's not really my sort of market of films to go for, but this is one that stood out. And I've looked it up online and it gets a little bit of hate. And I mean, it gets a little bit of love, but that hate, it's a little bit stronger than the love, which I don't quite understand because this is a very funny movie. And it stars Bridgette Wilson. Woo!
You keep your mouth shut for the next 2 weeks or I'm gonna fail you. End of story.
Oh, Miranda, come on. So hot. Want to touch the hiney?
Yeah, I mean, without further ado, let's check it out. Love Stinks begins like your typical romantic film. Seth, played by French Stewart, a successful writer-producer of a television sitcom, and Chelsea, played by Bridgette Wilson, an interior decorator, are off to Las Vegas to get married and joined by their two best friends and couple, Larry and Holly, played by Bill Bellamy and Tyra Banks. However, on the flight to Las Vegas, Larry takes Seth aside to tell him to call off the wedding and to remind him of the hell Chelsea has put him through. From here forth, the film reverts back to the past, as Larry recounts the story of how Seth and Chelsea first met and became an item. In only 4 weeks since their introduction, Chelsea redecorated Seth's house, dressed him, moved in, and became the ideal girlfriend. Everything is dandy, but cracks start to appear as Chelsea begins to leave hints of her real intentions around the house and decorating one of Seth's rooms into a nursery.
You are gonna love what I did to the guest room. Surprise!
Oh, it's one of those baby rooms.
Well, you said you wanted kids.
Well, I'm good to go.
With marriage being the furthest thing on Seth's mind, things only escalate further as Chelsea keeps hinting.
I'd like to make a special toast to Larry for introducing me to my future husband.
Whoa. Oh my God, is this like the big announcement?
No ring yet. I'm sorry, honey. That's just gonna slip out.
It's okay. My heart has resumed beating.
As the movie progresses, Seth and Chelsea, in typical romantic comedy fashion, butt heads a lot, resulting in some very funny scenes. And though you know Chelsea gets her way in the end and Seth is off to marry her, thanks to the opening of the film, the story's not over until Elvis has left the building.
I do.
I'm Seth. Do you take Chelsea as your lawfully wedded bride, for better or worse, and richer or poorer, as long as you both shall live?
This is a scary movie. I mean, this is a film made to scare men. I mean, I don't know many men that would put up with what Bridgette Wilson did to Frank Stewart's character. I mean, I probably know a lot of men, myself included. I mean, it's Miss Veronica Vaughn.
So hot. Want to touch the hiney?
And what about our leading man, French Stewart? I mean, you don't really think leading man, romantic comedy. Yeah, French Stewart. But surprisingly, he does a really good job. He gets pretty much all the funniest lines in the movie, and the last line that he delivers is a cracker. I loved him in this movie. It was definitely pretty much, he was the highlight. Everything he had to go through, obviously, but the way he reacted to it as well, Very funny. And that's the thing, I don't get the hate that's on the web about this movie, especially on the site Rotten Tomatoes. And though I don't agree with a lot of these critics on Rotten Tomatoes, I do agree with their sense of humor, particularly this guy. A cut-rate romantic comedy of the kind that Adam Sandler would star in if his movies made no money. Yes, very inaccurate, but very funny. This is a good romantic comedy, definitely worth your time. So guys, it gets a thumbs up from me. And when you're thinking leading romantic comedy man, think French Stewart. I bet you didn't think you'd be thinking that today. So guys, until next time, thanks for tuning in. I'm Paddy McManus. Bye-bye.